Hey crafters, it is no surprise that I love Hawaiian dresses. We always call them muumuus. Ever since I was a kid, my grandparents brought me back a very ruffly, flowered Hawaiian dress. I have loved them ever since, and I love finding them at thrift stores, especially vintage styles, because the colors are so fun and they get that great summery vibe. Oftentimes the fabrics are like cotton or rayon, so they're actually really comfortable to wear when it's hot outside. And of course, finding the vintage styles is always a blast. My sister and I were visiting some family this summer, and my aunt was going through her closet to see if there were any items that we wanted to borrow, steal, and or refashion from her collection, and she pulled out this gorgeous muumuu dress, red and white print, maxi length. It was gorgeous, and she wondered if my sister or I wanted it. And we kind of both looked at each other like, yes, we want this. My sister tried it on. We decided it would probably work best on her because she is the tall one, and this was a very long maxi dress, so we knew she was the one to style this piece. We tried it on, we talked about some style ideas, and I did the refashioning project, and then I mailed it to her, and she's the one who did the modeling for this project. So let me show you this beautiful piece that I'm working with. I think it turned out really well, and it was actually a pretty simple DIY. I think it's something that you could do yourself, maybe without too much trouble, either on a Hawaiian dress or just another dress that's maybe a little long or a little bit oversized for you. This could be a fun project to use in the future. So let me show you the dress, and I'll show you what I did. Are you guys loving this print? Look at that, isn't that incredible? Okay, let's see the dress. Oh my gosh, isn't that amazing? Oh, I love it so much. Yes, it is maxi length. Look at that fabulous ruffle down at the bottom. Maxi length, A-line. Gotta take a look at the top too, because oh my gosh, how great is that? It's got elastic around the neck, and I feel like it could be worn off shoulder, possibly. I'm not sure how it was originally worn, but I think you could do that. And then it does have a little bit of stretchy at the cuffs there of the sleeve and a little extra flounce. Oh my gosh. And then with that full length. Oh man. Okay, so this fabric just makes me so happy, and the fact that this is a maxi dress just makes me really happy too. I have a hard time finding maxi dress, muumuus or, Hawaiian dresses. So this is really fun. Super glad my aunt passed it on to us, and I'm really glad that my sister wants to wear it because she is tall, and I think she could totally rock this garment. So our job with our refashioning is to keep, as much of the dress, the spirit of the dress, as possible, and just add a little bit more shape, fit it a little bit more to my sister, and also kind of just modernize it a little bit for a younger person to wear. So let's dive in and look at what we're gonna do. Okay, the plan is simple. I got my sister to try on the dress, and she decided that she would love wearing this as a two-piece set. So a maxi length skirt and then kind of a cropped top, kind of a peasant top to go with it. So see where my lovely ruler is? Well, that's basically where my sister wanted the top of the skirt to be, and then the rest of the garment we'll just keep as a top. Let's take a little look here. All right, well, her marking is right about here for where she wanted the top of the skirt to be if it was going to be a maxi length. I may actually move this down just a little bit. I want to leave plenty of room for the top of the garment because I'm going to end up adding, I think once I cut the top from the skirt, I'm going to add a little tube of fabric. Roll those raw edges under, make a little tube, insert elastic into there, so that the bottom of the skirt, or bottom of the shirt, excuse me, could be kind of gathered in, kind of like, a cropped peasant top. So that'll be
the bottom of the shirt. And then with the skirt, I'm going to do kind of the same thing. I want to cut it off. And then I want to roll the raw edges under and make a tube for some wider elastic this time to make a waistband. So, just put my ruler back. Should be kind of straightforward. I do want to iron the dress so I can cut off the top neatly, and then it'll be a matter of making those tubes for the elastic, both on the skirt and on the top. Since my sister isn't here with me at the moment, I'm going to leave the elastic slightly exposed in those tubes so that she can adjust it a bit to her needs. Once she gets the garment, I'm going to have to mail it to her. So I'll do some of the sewing and get the elastic in place and then allow her to adjust it to get the fit just right on her. Let's get started, do a little ironing, do a little cutting, and get prepping to make those tubes for the elastic. Okay, we've got a dress in pieces. Let's take a look at what I've done so far and what we got to do next. Okay, as promised, I rolled the raw edges up and ironed them. I measured up about 3/4 of an inch onto my fabric and marked it, and then brought the raw edge to meet it and ironed that down. Did that on the skirt as well. I made this one a little bit wider. But yeah, now we've got those raw edges ironed down. I've also got a few more invisible or disappearing ink markers, and those markers are telling me where I need to roll that edge to. I'll pin and sew this edge down all the way around the top of the skirt. I'll do this similar thing all around the bottom of the shirt, and that will give me a tube for my elastic. Now let's check out the elastic. Hang on, where's my elastic? Okay, so for the top portion of this outfit, I'm going to be using 1/4 inch elastic. So that'll go in my tube. When I sew this tube all the way around the bottom of the shirt, I'm going to need to leave a little gap, like probably about, I don't know, about that wide. A little hole in my stitching so that I can then insert the elastic into the tube I'm going to make. To determine the size of the tube that I needed, I basically just played with it. How much space do I need to fit my elastic in? And then leave a little bit of space for my stitching. Now for my skirt, I'm going to be using some slightly thicker elastic to make that waistband a little bit more secure. So I've got, let's see, I've got about 3/4 of an inch elastic, and that's going to hide right in there and make our waistband. So let's get pinning, and then I'll probably iron down our new bands here. Pin it, iron it, stitch it, leave a little gap, of course, and then we can put the elastic in, and I think this will start looking a lot more like a shirt and a skirt. Okay, I sewed those tubes down. Let's see, here we go. It's a little hard to see the stitching, but I stitched pretty close to the rolled edge there, and definitely have enough space here to insert the elastic. Of course, I did leave little gaps. Where is my gap? Oh, here's a gap. So I can put the elastic in to both the top of the skirt and the bottom of the shirt. There it is. I actually stitched down this folded edge a little bit before doing that, just so that doesn't unravel when I'm putting elastic in. But it's elastic time, so let's do that. Wow, look at this, you guys. It looks like a skirt and a shirt. Oh, man. Well, we did get the elastic in both the waistband here and the shirt. You can tell I have not fastened that elastic. I haven't trimmed it, stitched it down or anything. I've just got some safety pins on it, both for the top and the skirt, because I want my sister to be able to try this on and adjust that elastic, take it in or take it out according to however she wants the fit to be. So I'm gonna leave that finished work for her to do. And then just as an extra bonus, I actually opened up the neckline. The neckline had a tube of fabric with elastic inside it, and I just snipped a few of the threads so that I could get a hole open and take the elastic out. So I've taken out the original elastic. Pretty shortly I did some little stitches on either side of the opening there. I wanted to make sure that the whole neckline didn't open, but I'm going to use this little hole that I made, insert some new elastic in the top, and I'll leave it pretty much like the base of the shirt here with some extra elastic ties. I'm not quite sure exactly what my sister wants to do with this. She may want to make it off the shoulder, on the shoulder. We'll find out, but you guys, this is looking pretty cool. I'm so excited to see this gorgeous piece get some new life. I think it's gonna look totally amazing. I'm gonna get sewing, and hey, while I do, you guys, it's a great time for you to hit that like button if you found this video amusing, and subscribe for more fun and crazy projects from Partners in Craft. I'll work on that neckline, and then I'll package this dress up, send it off to my sister, let her try it on, and let's see what she comes up with.